Welcome back, guys, to the ANDREIDELIC podcast. Luca loves my intros, so I'm doing it slowly so he can indulge in the intro and just love in it. Okay, guys. So, Luca, you're wearing the jersey. Okay, Abs, what are the chances that we go to the Stanley Cup Finals? Honestly, don't be
like 40% chance.
Okay, so there's a good chance that we win against.
Of course.
What's the name of the team? Avalanche? Carolina Hurricanes.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Really? I heard the Hurricanes, they won like the past two series 4-0, 4-0.
Yeah, they beat Ottawa 4-0, then they beat the Flyers 4-0. So they're a very fucking good team, and for the last couple of years, they're one of the best teams in the NHL. This year, I think Colorado was the best team, and then Carolina was the second best team. But I think we have a chance because Carolina, they play a very a boring style of hockey, very defending a lot. They don't give you a lot of space. You cannot do a lot of shit. But Montreal Canadiens, they have a buzz and magic going on, and they have really good young skilled players who are very quick. So maybe we can beat them with our speed. But I still give it if I would need to bet money, I would bet on Carolina. But there's a chance that we can win. I think it's 60% Carolina, 40% Canadians, just because we're buzzing right now, we're playing good. And yes, we played 2 game 7s and they won 4-0, but we're a young team. Our guys can play. We're the youngest team in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The average age. So these guys can play a lot. If you it's when you're young, you can play a lot. So there's a good chance. And our goaler Dobish is playing very good. So Hudson is playing crazy. And
but game 6, Dobish got fucking 8-3.
Yeah, that happened.
They took him off in the middle of third period or
after
something.
5-6 goals, you take him out because he
Is it for the moral?
No, but some nights you're just not seeing it well.
Yeah.
When you played soccer, some nights you're just not as good.
Yeah,
there's no reason why.
Of course, it always happens.
You're good, and then in the game you suck.
Yeah, it happens.
Why? It just happens.
Yeah, of course.
There's no real explanation why. So when a goaler sucks like that, just take him off and put a fresh goaler on. But there's in the NHL, do the MVP of the playoffs, and Dobish the fourth.
Who's first?
First is Mitch Marner from Vegas Golden Knights because he has the most points.
Okay,
He has 19 points. So if Vegas wins the cup, then Mitch Marner is the MVP of the playoffs.
Is he Canadian or American?
He's Canadian.
Really? So all the best players are fucking Canadian, man.
All the best players are Canadians.
Who's the best American player right now?
Austin Matthews.
Okay, yeah, for Toronto.
Yeah, the captain of Toronto.
He's the best player, American player right now.
He didn't have the best season, but he's the best. He scores a lot of goals. 1 year he scored 69. That's fucking crazy. 69 goals on 82
In how many games?
In 82.
Okay, that's a lot.
That's almost a goal per game.
Yeah,
That's
almost,
crazy.
yeah.
And he's very good defensively. He's very good two-way.
He's center?
And when there was the Olympics, he was captain of Team America.
Okay, yeah.
And in the Olympics, he didn't score the most goals, but he was one of the best players.
Yeah.
For Team America.
Yeah.
So
I like Demidov. I like the way he plays.
Bro, he plays crazy good.
He plays really fast, and it's I can see a little bit of football influence because sometimes he does a lot of one-touch passes. It's football, one-touch. I guess in hockey is the same. One-touch passes are really good. But I like the way he plays. From what I saw, I don't know that much about hockey. And fucking, if I'm being honest, 40%, honestly, 30 to 40% of the time, I don't even see the puck. I don't see where the puck is.
You need to have at my place I have a big TV and I have it's Neo QLD and you see the puck perfectly.
Because
it depends. If you have a small TV and it's not good quality, it's gonna be hard to see.
But I never. The thing is, when I watch it at home, I don't see the puck. Sometimes when I watch it in your place, I have trouble seeing where the puck is. And when I watch it in front of the Centre Bell and the big fucking screen they have outside, even then I have trouble seeing it. Sometimes they score, I say, I'm I'm always 2 seconds late.
Yeah, that happens for everyone. When they shoot the puck, no one sees it a lot. You just see it in the goal and you see people celebrating.
But some people see exactly where it is all the time.
No, all the time.
There's a guy at my work who's a big hockey fan and used to play hockey a lot. And when I watched with him the Canada and Olympics, I saw that he always saw where the puck was because
But now when there's a slap shot, you can't see it.
slap shot, but he always saw immediately when it went in.
Yeah, because like he watched it a lot. Like he saw the light go off where the people serve it, but you can't. Like it's like 140 kilometers an hour. You can't see it. It's like
Probably even more because a soccer player can kick the ball like 120 kilometers.
Oh, it's like 140 kilometers.
Not
Sure,
more.
he kick 120 kilometers.
Yeah,
a soccer player.
Like 110, 120.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't
Like
know that.
if the ball is coming, then you have like a good volley.
Maybe like Ronaldo. Fuck.
No,
Ronaldo
but
had a crazy shot.
many Ronaldo can, Messi can, Neymar can, Zlatan can, like many players, yeah.
But it's not all players are like a crazy
Not
shot.
not
like
all, but like the top would be like 117 kilometers per hour.
That. Okay, because I know
shot.
Ronaldo has like a fucking crazy
Yeah, but
shot.
yeah, of course, so does Messi. Messi has a fucking really powerful shot.
Yeah?
Messi, yeah, of course.
I just thought that it was always like a well-placed shot.
No,
more
no,
than
it's
a powerful.
really like when Messi blasted, he blasted that
Okay, yeah.
motherfucker. Like he has Ronaldinho had a really, really powerful shot. Like and even Neymar has a really powerful shot.
It's just because Ronaldo sometimes he hits it so much, like the ball does this in the air.
Yeah,
like,
no,
you know?
that's not strength. That's just like knowing how to knuckle ball a ball.
Okay.
How to knuckle ball a ball is you get the ball and the way you hit it, it won't spin front or backwards. It will just not spin. So because of that, with the air, it will knuckle ball.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you knuckle ball a ball. So you have to know like how to get it with like in your foot, how to get it so it doesn't spin around and knuckle balls. Yeah. And did you watch the Jamie Vardy documentary?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
it just
bro.
Came out?
What a fucking guy,
It just
man.
came out?
Yeah, like 1 week ago.
Okay.
But what a that documentary, what a fucking guy, man. Jamie Vardy, man. Respect Jamie Vardy because what he did, everything he went through, and everything he did to accomplish what he accomplished, like it's fucked up. We all know about it. You know the story of Jamie Vardy, right?
Yeah.
Like if I was to ask you, tell me in general what it is, you would know like in general what
Yeah,
it
I
is,
think
right?
a little bit. Yeah, like he
Yeah.
wasn't a good soccer player. Like, and then like when it was like 27, 28, then he found a club and then another club. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So what happened is in football in general, the trajectory isn't that there's no drafts. How it works is you get in an academy when you're like 7 or 8 years old, you stay in the academy, and then you play for the first team, and then you move on through the ranks. That's how it is for like 99.5%
At
of
7, 8, you get in.
you can get Messi got into Barca Academy at 12, 13. Before that, he was in the Rosario Academy.
Okay.
So that's how it works in general. You get into an academy when you're like from 8 to 10 to 12, you get in like Bellingham got in an academy later when he was like 10 or 11 because he didn't really like
It's not
football.
even that later. You're still fucking young.
No, I
man.
know, but some people get in at 5 because Bellingham, when he was 5 years old, he didn't like soccer. He said it
Okay.
publicly. Like, he didn't like soccer, didn't care about football. When he was a bit older, that's when he started playing soccer, like at 12, 13. Like
How
a bit.
come at 5? How can you know at 5 is going to be good or not? Like, how can
Well, in general, football players, like we started playing at 5.
yeah.
My friends who play, like my Colombian friends who play soccer a lot, Jacob who plays soccer a lot, they all started at 5 years old. In general, we all start at
Yeah, you
5.
start like 5.
5, 6. And then even amongst them, you can see who's a bit more talented, like,
Yeah.
you remember our cousin Kocha? When he was 5 or 6 years old, when he took the puck, I remember I was 9. I'm 3 or 4 years older than him. I was 9, he was 5. Amongst these players, you know what he was doing, Luke? I saw in my eyes, I couldn't fucking believe it. He would take the puck from his goalie.
You went to go watch his games?
Yeah, when I was 9 years old. I went once. And I remember watching him at 5 years old because I'm 3, 4 years older than him. So it was 5, 6. He took the puck from his own goalie. Because he was so talented at skating that he would just take the puck
And just deke everyone.
and then put it in the goal. He would do it 9 times in a row. And then the refs, like normal, like 12-year-olds, 15-year-olds who just want to pass the time, they would go and see him like, yo, like chill out. Like, don't do that anymore because it's not fair. It's not fun for these other kids,
Yeah,
you know?
like, they can do nothing.
But I saw with my eyes, Luke, I was like, what the fuck? He would just take the puck because he was a phenomenal skater. He was born a phenomenal skater, our cousin Kocha.
Or maybe you start when you like you can start at 3.
No, but our uncle told us that as soon as he went on skates, he was immediately really good. Like it's
yeah.
just talent, right?
Yeah, he's just born.
Yeah,
like
he was
that.
just really talented with skating and probably also with playing hockey. So he would just take the puck and then put it in I saw in my eyes, I'm like, what the actual, a Serbian who fucking is good in hockey? Like, what the actual fuck? And he was really talented. So that same goes for like other players. Like Messi, when he was 5 years old, he would take the ball, deke everyone, and then put it in the net, like 5 or 6 goals every single game. But yeah, so like Jamie Vardy, like I was saying, he got into an academy. So he reached all the way to U16. When you reach U16, you have a good idea of, I'm going to go professional. Because you're 16, going on 17, you're signing pro contract at like 17, 18. But nothing happened. They told him, you know what, you're too short. You're not tall enough to be a number 9. He plays number 9. You're too short and you're not good enough. So we're going to let you go. So now he's 20 years old and he doesn't play anymore in an academy. In his mind, his dreams of becoming a soccer player pro is fucking over because when you're 20 years old and you don't play professional soccer, it's basically over. There's no chances. And then he went to work in a factory making a steel, for people who have handicaps of walking, you need like braces or whatever, that he was making those things during the week from 9 to 5. And then he would play amateur soccer like you play right now. We play amateur fucking soccer at 20 years old. But he was like phenomenal, right?
Yeah.
So he would play there, and then, so he would work from 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, and then after every shift he ends, he will go and practice soccer with the team and play games. And then during the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, he was a party animal. He would drink all Saturday, drink all Sunday, and then repeat Monday to Friday, working and playing soccer. They had a lot of
practices and games during the week?
Probably like, let's say 2-3 practices and one game.
A lot, 2-3 practices.
Well, let's say amateur, right? Right now, if you find an amateur team, MC1 or Men's Premier League, which is the best amateur league in Ottawa, you're gonna have 1 or 2 practices in one game. Okay. And this is England, right? England's more soccer than Canada, like way more. So that's what he would do. And then in his mind, he's 20 years old, so like, there's never no chance of me. Like it was like in my mind, I'm gonna be a factory worker for the rest of my life. Like, hey, let's just go with it. I'm going to party in the weekends with my friends and whatever. He started playing really well. And then that was 8th-tier English football. That means that it's non-league football, meaning that it's no league. And
so then it's 8th-tier until Premier League.
Yeah.
So he still played like in a good league. Like...
No, because it's non-league. There's just nothing below that. There's 7 leagues that are registered, and saying 8th-tier means...
the first one is the Premier League.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I understand the logic you're coming from, but there's 7 leagues which are registered. Saying 8th league simply means you're playing Sunday league.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Like, it's not just an expression.
Because there's 7 leagues, and so since there's 7 leagues, they say, oh, you play 8th league, meaning you don't play in a league. You play, there's 7, and you're not in that 7, you're in a fucking, you know what I mean?
7 and the first is the Premier League.
Yeah, the first is Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2, and then it goes all the way to 7. 8 means it's non-league, there's no league.
You
know what I mean? It's like soccer DRL. It's not a league. They call it a league. It's Africans who have a fucking league, and we pay the money to play for fun, and they organize everything. It's not a league. It's just for fun. You know what I mean? And then he played really well. He moved up to like 7th league, and then he was playing really fucking well in 7th league. Moved up like 5th, and then he got a call to like Leicester, who were in Championship, which were 2nd league, and that's where everything started going crazy because he reached Leicester when he was like 26, 27, and then Leicester first season they get promoted to Premier League, and that's when like things get fucked up because Jamie Vardy's like, yo, I went from fucking playing non-league from 20 to 23.
But what? Because he was playing good at non-league, at 8th league. So like then a 5th rank, let's take him. He's very good.
Of course. So let's say you're then he went 7th league. So let's say 7 league teams. Let's say now we play amateur in soccer DRL, right? And let's say I fucking destroy every single time I go play with you guys, hat trick. I destroy you guys. And there's a guy from, let's say, Ottawa Fury. He's like, oh, yo, this guy, maybe he could be really good in our league. Let's try him out, you know? And then, boom, I have a contract with Atletico Ottawa.
Okay,
It's not a big, like, shout out to all the players
Ottawa
who played
Fury
there.
Or Atletico Ottawa?
It's Atletico Ottawa now. Before it used to be Ottawa Fury. Yeah. But then you play Atletico Ottawa and you maybe get paid like $1,000 or $2,000 a week.
Okay.
Still something, but it could happen that, you know, they see a player in Gatineau League, Ottawa League.
So he climbed
through the ranks, of course. And then let's say I get signed to Atletico Ottawa and they're like, yo, he's destroying everyone in the Atletico Ottawa. Then they're like, well, how about the MLS? The MLS, they hear, oh, there's a guy in just one league below us.
So he was playing very good.
Of course. Well, that's what I'm saying since the beginning. He was playing always really, really well. Like he was scoring goals and really, really running really fast and being really good in the ball. You can see in the documentary he's playing really fucking well. You can see highlights, he's like destroying. But it's still going from soccer DRL to fucking La Liga. You know what I mean? Crazy, it's like, what the actual fuck? Like, of course, we can see someone destroying in soccer DRL, but you would never think, oh, that guy's gonna go to La Liga at 20 years old, right? You're just gonna be like, oh, he's really, really fucking good.
Yeah.
But he works as a car salesperson like me. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. So then he went up, and then in championship, the league just below the Premier League, he had trouble in the beginning adjusting, scoring goals. But then, like he met his wife, and then he quit drinking alcohol. He got more serious, and he started scoring goals. And then when they got promoted to the Premier League, Leicester, that's when he was like, okay, and he was always really humble because in his mind.
How old was he when he came to the Premier League?
27, 28.
Okay.
27, 28. So that's what I'm saying. So he became a professional at 26. Because from 20 to 26, he wasn't considered professional because the leagues he was playing in was considered not professional. Yeah, it was like amateur or semi-pro or whatever. And then when he got in the Premier League, when the beginning of the season, you know, for every team that when you can bet on who's going to win the league in the beginning of the season, Leicester had chances 5,000 to 1, meaning you put $1, you get 5,000. That's when they won.
So the first year that they got into the Premier League, they won.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. In
That's
2016.
fucked up. That's fucked up.
Right?
Yeah, 2016.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. And so that's what happened. When they got into the league, of course, then there's 20 teams in the Premier League every single season.
I thought it was maybe like after a couple of years that they got in.
No, it's
it was
either
really the first year they got in.
First or second. Because first they were fighting. No, it was second season.
Okay.
First season they were fighting to not get relegated.
Okay.
Then they didn't get relegated. Next season they fucking won it.
I think did they have like a rich owner who bought some good players
No,
like Mahrez?
No. Mahrez was also non-famous at that time. So was Kante. They all became famous.
But Kante and Mahrez played for when they won 2016, right?
But what I'm saying is they become famous after they won.
But they were very good.
No one knew about them. No one.
No one knew about them. They become great players.
They became really good players. But when they played for Leicester, when Leicester signed them, no one wanted them. No one knew about them.
No, but they were very good, right?
Of course, they played really fucking well.
So they won. So because they must have been good if they won.
Of course, but I'm saying that when they signed those players before they won the Premier League, no one knew about Mahrez.
I know.
No one knew about Kante.
And which other players?
Mostly those three. Vardy, Kante, and Mahrez were the three best.
Okay, but no one knew them, but they all turned out to be fucking good players.
Of course, but no one knew about them. Who thought that a guy becoming professional at 26, 27 was going to end up playing in the World Cup for England? That's what happened with Jamie Vardy.
He played
in the World Cup. So
which one? 2018?
2018, yeah.
You started? Or was on the bench?
Jesus Christ, I have a lot of fucking questions. I'm not sure, but you have a lot of.
We have a podcast.
Because I'm just trying to get like to the most important part.
Go ahead.
You're asking me like, oh, what cleats was he wearing? I don't know.
Just asking if he started.
Yes, he played in the World Cup. If he started, probably Harry Kane. But he played a lot of minutes.
Okay.
It wasn't like, oh, he's just on the bench. No, we knew about Vardy. Yeah. So like, what are the chances of a guy who at 20 years old was a factory worker, and imagine another 20-year-old who played maybe for Sunderland. People would have thought that guy from Sunderland would have ended up in the World Cup team for England before Jamie Vardy, right? But with things that happened, of course, Jamie Vardy ended up being better. That's the same with Kante and Mahrez. Of course, in the beginning, no one knew about him because Mahrez's situation is a bit similar. He wasn't really good as an academy player, got kicked out, became professional late, and then Leicester signed him, and then he ended up being really fucking good, right? Man City signed him, and he had a really good career. Yeah. So the first season, they fought relegation. They finished 17th because 18, 19, and 20, they get relegated. Yeah. They finished 17th. And then the next season, going on to the next season, every single team like Chelsea would have been like 2-1. You put $1, you get $2 if they win the league.
They were 5,000 to 1.
5,000 to 1. And that same year, it was 3,000 to 1 to still find Elvis Presley alive somewhere.
Okay.
That was the odds to find Elvis Presley alive somewhere.
Okay.
It was 3,000 to 1, meaning how fucked up it was 5,000 to 1 for Leicester to win the league. And they won the league.
Who was the coach?
It was Claudio Ranieri.
Okay.
The Italian
Is he still
guy.
a coach now? Or?
Yeah, but I'm not sure where. He's not at Leicester anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, but they got relegated now, Leicester. Like
but
this
they had
season.
like a rich owner, no? Like a very rich owner, I think.
After.
Okay, yeah.
The guy who died in a helicopter accident.
Yeah.
After.
Are they still in the Premier League or no anymore?
No, they got relegated this season.
Or this season?
Yeah, this season. They got
okay, so
I'm pretty sure.
So they finished 18-19 this year.
Yeah, this year. Yeah, okay. I'm pretty sure. Let me, because I heard one of my friends say, honestly, this year I didn't really watch that much soccer because ever since there's no Messi and
fucking Arsenal, man, they played the most boring football in the
world.
world.
Leicester. Oh, they weren't even here. They got relegated last year.
Oh, you see?
Yeah, they weren't even there this season. But that fairy tale and that Jamie Vardy, man, and when I watched that, I'm like, yo, what a fucking dog, man. Honestly, like that's a fairy tale story, man.
Yeah, man, that's a cool story.
But to go from non-league football as and he was a part, like, when he was partying with his friends, he got caught, like, once he got in a fight, he knocked out a guy, then he went to the back of a cop car, and the cop car, like, brought him to jail. He got a problem with, he had an ankle bracelet for a period of time because of that. The judge gave him an ankle bracelet, so he had to be at home from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. At the age of 21, 22. Imagine you're 21, 22, and then you have an ankle bracelet, you're playing Sunday League football, you're a factory worker, and someone tells you, yo, one day you're going to be one of the greatest strikers in world football. You're going to make millions of dollars playing in the Premier League, and you're going to represent your country in the World Cup.
Is he still playing now, or?
Yeah, he's like 37, 38.
He's too old now.
I mean, I think he's still playing for Leicester because he never quit Leicester because
he never left Leicester.
No. I think the respect he has for Leicester is just like beyond everything. You know what I mean? Like they gave him a shot and everything.
He scored a lot of goals, right, in the Premier League?
Oh, he was really fucking good. He has a record in the Premier League. Most goals scored consecutively in more than 11 games. Before that, it was Ruud van Nistelrooy, a legendary striker who had that record. Okay. He scored
one
goal.
In 11 straight games.
Yeah, he scored at least once in 11 straight games, and then he did 12. He broke that record. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Jamie Vardy, bro. Yo, what a dog. Yo, he's 39 now. So now he plays for US Cremonese. Where's that? US Cremonese. But yo, bro, like when I heard that story, I'm like, bro, what a dog, man. You know, I'm sorry, bro.
For him.
Bro, he played 440 games for Leicester City. That's a lot. And he represented England for 26 games on the big stage. This is, when they say appearances, it's not friendlies. It's like games that actually count. 26, man, that's a lot for a guy coming from fucking, like, it's crazy, man. And yeah, he played in England from 2015, 2018. So in 2018 World Cup, he was there. Okay. 2016 Euros and everything, man. That's crazy. And one thing I wanted to highlight is his agent. His agent who found him was an agent who was struggling to find players. Like, no player wanted to sign him as an agent. He couldn't get a fucking interview or a meeting with any players. He was struggling to get players. And then he heard of a player playing in the 8th league football who was really good. And then the guy who told him there's a really good player in 8th league is like, 8th league? Like, which league is that? It's like, that's not even a league. That's Sunday football. How can there be a fucking phenomenal player in Sunday football? You know, it's fucking Sunday league. He went to go see him. Then he was like, yo, this guy's... Like, he was the first to believe in Jamie Vardy before anyone believed in him. Even Jamie Vardy himself didn't believe in himself before that guy. And then that guy booked a meeting with him. And then Jamie Vardy forgot. So the guy came there all with a suit and everything, all professional, knocks on the door. Jamie Vardy wakes up hungover in his boxers. He answers the door. He's like, who the fuck are you? He's like, oh, I booked a meeting. I'm the football agent. See, he was like, oh yeah, come in. And then the guy started talking. Jamie Vardy was just barely listening, didn't give a fuck, because in his mind he was like, yo, I'm a fucking factory worker. Like, what's happening? And then the guy was like, you know what? I saw you play. You have really crazy talent. I believe one day you could represent England. His mother was in the background. She started laughing. And even Jamie Vardy's like, yeah, sure, you're my agent. And he only said that to get rid of him so he can go back to sleep. And then at the end, the agent was like, yeah, I was fucking right. Like, he was laughing. He was like, yo, I ended up being right, bro. Crazy. Well, yo, Jamie Vardy, that's why, man, I just want to talk about it, man. Yo, stories like that, man, they're fucking... Yeah,
it's a crazy story, man.
I like stories that were... We know even like movies where it's like fucking, like Sylvester Stallone, you know, with Rocky. Fucking shit like that, man. I love those type of fairy tale stories. You want to get into these? Okay, let's. These questions I have here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know which one to fucking choose. Choose one.
So where can you watch the Jamie Vardy documentary? It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
What type of? What kind of questions are this, man?
ChatGPT, dog. Yeah, there's like many fucking questions. There has to be like a couple.
Yeah, you go ahead, man. Bro, it's your podcast.
There has to be a couple.
No, because it's...
fuck it. Okay, is college becoming a scam?
It's not what it once was, but I don't think it's a scam. Like, I think, like, at the end of the day, there's a lot of like qualified jobs, and you need to have like qualifications. Like, you cannot become... Like, how come going to school to become a doctor is not a scam, bro? You need to fucking know how to be a doctor, or you need to know how to be a physiotherapist, or... But, like, some classes, like, it's, like, almost useless now. Like, some...
programs.
Some programs are useless.
I understand, but... Because right now, I feel like there's this, like, big wave of, you know, people on social media saying that all college is the biggest scam, the Western world. It's so fucking dumb. You're just wasting money. You're getting scammed. At the end of the day... College university remains college university. Of course, some programs, I feel like it's a bit more important, but I feel like altogether college university teaches you how to be disciplined, to do things in time, to give back your assignments in time, to be disciplined, to be structured. It puts structure and it proves to your employer that you were able to be at a certain time, at a certain place, every single time, day in, day out, and you didn't give up, and you have a certain work ethic and discipline. And also, of course, like, there are some classes, like, I remember at UAuto, there's some witchcraft classes or some shit like that.
Oh, no, you see, that's what gets retarded.
I understand, but I feel like at the same time, it still works your mind to a certain degree. Like, you know what I mean?
Witchcraft, bro.
No, I understand, but still, like, let's say classes of... Okay, that's an extreme.
That's fucking stupid.
That's an extreme, but like a class of literature English literature. Maybe
Sure, if
maybe
you
you're not going to
like
use
it,
it,
yeah.
but it's still general knowledge that will make you more educated in a way
But
and more knowledgeable.
like which job would that give you then?
English
Like,
literature.
you're trying to do like a job like that gives you like skills and knowledge like for another job. Like if you like learn English literature, if you go work in English literature, okay, but like try to try to go do something that's more like practical, right? Like
Yeah.
even if you want to be an electrician, man, like that's not a bad job in being an electrician, man. They're well paid. You go there, you learn like a craft, you know how to do something. Like
You
I
know,
think like school is.
you know they're
You need
saying
to go to university, man. You can go like even plumbers and electricians, man. They're
of
very
course.
well paid, man.
Especially, and that's what I was gonna say. That right now, I heard like there's this wave of blue collar jobs. We're gonna make way more money than before because less people are doing it. Like plumbers, electricians, HVAC, stuff like that. They're gonna make a lot of money because of no one wants
Bro,
to
they
do it.
make a lot of you, man. You can be an electrician, plumber, make 100K per year, man.
Not
Like,
even more. Yeah, you can even be like there's many construction workers who they start off with construction, get their own company, start making their own company, making their
You
own
don't even need to
jobs.
have your own company. You can just become like a foreman at a company and make 100K, man.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, because you know, like before, like when university was more like let's say
more
prestigious. Yeah,
yeah.
those jobs were seen like dead end jobs. But now
they're
it's
good
it's not even close to being a dead end
No,
job.
no, it's just like it's not. It's like a hard. It's a hard job. Like
It's really hard.
like people who do that for a long time, like at 40, 50, their back starts getting fucked up and all that, and like it's like a hard lifestyle, and like it's that's the hardest, I think.
Some people
Like
do,
working in the
yeah.
dirt, working in the construction site, like fucking. Like it's hard and every day, like manual work, and like you're working in dangerous conditions. Like you're well paid, but you're well paid for a reason because like it's a hard job.
Yeah, construction seems really hard. And then I know some people who go construction from like 8 to 5, and then they go hit the gym.
You get used to it.
It's like what the
Because
fuck?
you get used to it. You get used to it. Like if you just do construction for 1 week, like impossible because your body's not used to it. But when your body gets used to it, then you can do it.
Hit the gym after.
Yeah, when you get used to working, because like I know like me one week I did like framing. Like I like wooden frame for the houses. And I did 1 week, and after every day I was destroyed. But like my body wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
And also like when you start, like you don't pace yourself, you just go like go. But then you need to learn like to pace yourself, and your body gets used to it, and
Yeah.
you get to a point where you can like do it.
Do you believe that people who work hard labor jobs are happier mentally than people who have desk jobs in general?
I think it depends what kind of person you are.
Because
I think like doing like manual labor for some people it's better, but for some people it's worse.
yeah.
Depends who you are.
Because I heard in general, like there's a study that I listened to that in general, the happiest people are farmers. Maybe because they always work with nature, with animals, so in a
Maybe-
way it's connected.
Yeah, maybe because they do like a very hard job, and when you do hard shit, like when you do hard
feel
shit and you
good.
suffer, you're more happier. I feel like it's harder, but sucks, but you're happier.
But sometimes when you do a job which is physical, you feel like you've accomplished more than a desk job.
But you feel like when you do a desk job, it's just like emails and calls and shit like that. So you don't like necessarily do something. You don't like.
Maybe because you don't see it. You know, when you build something, let's say a carpenter, he spent a day working and then he built something. Oh, I built that. Okay.
Yeah. Like
you know
at
what
the
I
end of
mean?
the day, you saw like you built. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know, like even like my wife, her brother is a lawyer, and even he told me like that sometimes like right now he likes to make bread, because like his job he doesn't build nothing.
Yeah.
Like so now he has fun making bread because like he's making something.
Yeah.
Because like my job and his job is like a white collar job. Sometimes it's just like you're just like arguing with people and like talking about money and finances and sending emails and calls, but that you're not really like building something. But I guess me like yes, I'm like building stuff, but it's not me directly who's building it. So I have like a little bit like that
Yeah,
satisfaction.
but you, it's a bit more like you. It's a bit different than let's say a lawyer. I feel like a lawyer could be literally a day where you only read stuff, and it's only books. So I feel like
you're
that
just-
can get a bit crazy.
You're just arguing with people and reading stuff and like debating and arguing and debating and arguing and reading stuff, and yeah, it's a very like mental like.
Yeah, I
job.
ain't gonna lie. When I went to Montreal this weekend, I met some lawyers, and you know, like with Hollywood, with movies, all the lawyers that are portrayed in movies and TV shows are all fucking top G's. It's like fucking Andrew Tate in a fucking suit. You know the movie Matthew McConaughey, Lincoln Lawyer, he's a fucking top G, Hollywood sex symbol. Like he's a top G. And then you know the TV show Suits, like Harvey Specter, he's also a fucking top G. And then when I meet these lawyers in real life, I'm like, Yo, Hollywood scammed me, bro. They're like, yo, I don't want to be mean, but they're like little nerds. Bro. Like I met some lawyers in Montreal, like a group of.
They're just good at school, like it. Like it doesn't mean like even me when I went to business school, like there were some guys I'm like, man, you're not gonna be a fucking businessman. Like maybe he works in business, but like he's not a fucking businessman. Like he's it's because like I feel like sometimes like guys are just very good at school, but like being a good lawyer or being a good businessman is not like the same skill as being good in school. Being good at school is you're good at sitting down, shutting up, listening, taking notes. But like a real hustler businessman doesn't do that. He comes in.
But lawyer is different than businessman. I feel like lawyer is still way more nerds than businessman in general.
I think like if you want to be like a real top G lawyer, like you're fucking like a hustler and you find like ways to do stuff and you have contacts and like I feel like it's similar to being businessman. You have like very nerdy businessmen. Yeah. Like I have people at my job that are like more nerdy, and I have people at my job that are more hustlers. Yeah. They know less the technicality, but they're more hustling.
But at the same time, people who are really like top G personalities, you know, like socially outgoing and just like, you know what I mean by
charismatic.
Yeah, everything. They're not the types who want to sit down and read books and study for hours.
But like,
you know, in general.
So that's why like being good at school, like because being a lawyer is just it's a really really hard school path. Yeah. Like me and you were smart, but like I never had good grades because I was like fucking sitting there. I always fall asleep. Can't listen to he's talking. I think in 1 hour I listened 5 minutes because it's so fucking boring. But it does like but like in my life I'm fucking smart, and when I do something I like because it's not the same.
Competency.
Like, school and work is not the same.
No, of course
it's completely different.
But
bro.
But school still like it is like it shows that someone who has schooling it's a plus. It's not a minus. Whenever someone has schooling, it's a plus.
It's better than not having.
Because let's say you have two guys who are really top G's. One has a fucking law degree. The other one has high school. It's like this, you know. There's a huge difference. Yeah,
of course.
I think I finished. I think I finished with a better GPA than you, and I fucking cheated my entire university.
Fuck, bro. I sucked ass, bro. I passed like barely.
Did you try cheating at least?
I tried once with you and I got caught.
Because you're fucking dumb, bro. You got caught. And you fucked up because you admitted to the professor, huh? Fucking pussy,
I didn't care, bro.
I got caught once. I was like, no.
And then I had to write like a sorry letter. And then he just made me pass.
Fucked up. Because it was your last class, right?
It was like my last year, one of my last classes.
I remember once I got caught, me with 10 other people, because it was an exam that you were doing.
How come 10 other people?
Because it was a school exam done at home.
Okay, but how come you and the 10 others cheat or no?
Yeah, we were 15 to get caught. 14, then the professor said, okay, we caught all 15 of you.
How?
Because let's say the question was, I don't remember what it was, but it was like, describe what a chair is. And then the answer was literally what you can find on Google when you write that answer, and I just copy-pasted immediately. I didn't change it. Yeah, that's what I did.
You took the answer from Google.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so listen.
That's so stupid, bro.
No, but listen how fucking I maneuvered that like a boss. And then that's what other people did also. But then
y'all just wrote on Google, what is a chair?
I don't remember what they did, but that was my case. Okay. That was I don't know what they did, but I remember he sent an email to everyone how fucking disappointed he was, how he lost confidence in students because 15 got caught cheating. I was like, bro, first of all, that's gay. Second of all, you fucking did a home exam. Of course we're gonna fucking cheat. And third of all, and then he sent an email. It's like, okay, you guys have two choices. Either you guys admit, and then I give you a failing grade, and there's a reports written on your fucking like dossier, or you say that you're not guilty and you go in front of a committee. I said I'm not guilty. I went in front of the committee. And I said word for word.
How was it in front of the
fucking
Did you win in person?
No, Zoom.
Okay.
Four women. Well, one was like a philosophy professor. You know, like it's not philosophical. Okay, one philosophy, one is this. Four women. So I said, listen, cheating is only if I go on Google during the exam. If I go before, if I go after, that's not cheating. And I said, I went before, I just learned all of those definitions by heart. You don't know what I can learn by heart. I learned all of them by heart, and I just applied them. But I went before the exam.
That's what you said?
Yeah, and I was like, you have no proof of me going during the exam, because I'm saying I didn't go during the exam.
Yeah,
and I said,
and did you go during?
Of course I went during. What the fuck? Of course I went during. Who do I look like? Fucking a guy who's gonna remember all of this shit? Of course I went during. But I told him, I'm like, first of all, you guys have no proof of me going during the exam. I'm telling you right now, I went before. And when
Now
because
you have your degree.
I have my
so
degree
now. It's
now.
okay to just say who fucking cares.
And those definitions,
take it away
because
now.
the definition was one phrase for every word. Like, oh, describe what the word this means, and it's a one phrase definition, like 6 or 7 words. So in a way, you could remember them, but there's still like 7, 8, so it's a bit too much. But I still said, you guys don't know me. Maybe I have this photographic memory, and I'm telling you right now, I went before
when
the
you were
exam.
saying that, what were they saying?
There's like, yeah, well, then the philosophy professor wanted to be like, like, okay, but be honest and be a good human being. Tell us honest. I'm like, no, I didn't cheat. I'm like, what do you think I'm gonna say? Oh my god, okay, you know what?
Okay.
Since you're telling me to be a nice,
after that,
they're like, okay, well, we're gonna talk between ourselves, and then you're gonna have our verdict. I'm like, okay. In my mind, I'm like, yeah, I fucking destroyed them. We went off Zoom. I got an email. CC'd me that she sent to the professor. They're like, yeah. We found Andre not guilty, so please give him his grade and his passing his passing credits, and it's over like that. I was like, yes, sir.
That's good. That's a good argument.
No, that's what I said. I'm like, cheating is only if I go during the exam. Those 2 hours, a minute before the exam, that's not cheating.
No,
a minute before is not cheating.
If you learned it before the
exam, that's like maybe I learned it last week, maybe yesterday. You guys don't know. I don't have to tell you. I don't know, but I learned that definition. Someone asked me, what does chair mean? What's the definition of chair? Well, chair is an object where you can sit. You can remember that logically. You could remember that for the next 3 days. So that's what I did, professors.
That's good.
Oh, okay. And I was like, and you guys have no proof of nothing else. So, I mean, I'm innocent until proven guilty. Show me that I am guilty. But until that, I am innocent. They're like, okay, yeah. I was like, yes, sir. Fuck do you mean, bro? But that was an easy one.
Yeah,
that was the only
time.
That was the only time I got caught.
Because me, it wasn't slick. Because
you were lazy.
Yeah, I was lazy.
You gotta be a bit more like.
No, because it was like a stupid shit. Like what we were doing, it was like for 10% of the grade. So like every week we had a class, and then we had to like write like an essay about what I forgot.
You just copy pasted one.
Yeah, I took an answer of one and I put it into something that reformulated it, and I did like a couple of times, and it was like, bro.
Because
like,
I showed you paraphraser. Because the thing you have to do is you have to take one paragraph from one guy, another paragraph from another guy, and then from another guy you mix it all together. You put it in the paraphraser. You put max.
I was lazy.
Quillbot. Yo, guys, if you're watching this and you're just entering university, get a subscription to Quillbot.
You need to get a subscription, or
Quillbot. So you need a subscription because you can have different like shit, and then you can take that shit and then you can put it.
Who learned that?
You know what?
Who showed you Quillbot?
Oh, myself, because I went on. Because in my mind, when I started cheating, I'm like, yo, this is a capitalistic country. People are looking to find ways to make money. Of course, there's someone who thought about a paraphrasing tool, and there was Quillbot. And you know what? You know what else I had? You know what else I had? Look at, you know what else I was paying for? Listen, this was boss. You know what professors use when they take your 12-page paper? They don't look at it.
They put it into something.
They put it into something, see if it was copied, whatever. I had that testing, so whenever I finished with Quillbot and all these other tools, I would then put it on what the professors asked.
And then, look all the trouble you went through.
No, but it was nice.
You could have, like, honestly, like all the time you put, like, look at it, like, so you're like, you have this this thing, then you put
you gotta filter it out.
But like, it still takes time to do all that,
You gotta filter that shit out.
So, but the time you put into that, you could have studied.
I know it's easier like this. Listen, you put it into Quillbot and then it paraphrase. Boom, that's not enough. So they didn't have to take it, and then you can put it into Phrasely.ai. It can humanize the words.
So you put it. So you had like a.
You start with Quillbot. Quillbot is like the basic, just like quick things. You can put a lot of words.
Okay, but where'd you go get your text?
Oh, Wikipedia, Google, wherever.
So you just go. So you go grab a lot of text from Wikipedia.
Yeah, copy paste.
So it's like, okay, the French Revolution.
Yeah.
You grab the whole Wikipedia page.
Copy paste that shit, and then you copy paste a lot of articles
and
also.
In Quillbot.
Yeah.
Like a couple of times.
Yeah. No.
Just like
you do it once, and then you can put like how many synonyms you want, like how differently do you want it from the original? I put it to the max. I'm like, fuck it. It's gonna be a bit less clearer, but it's gonna be more different. Okay, I'm not taking the chance.
So then you do that, then you put it in the Pulsely.
Phrasely.ai.
Phrasely.ai. What does that do?
It humanizes the text.
Okay.
Because basically, if you take Wikipedia and put it into Quillbot, the thing that professors have to test, they can see like, oh, this is AI paraphrased by Quillbot.
How do you know?
They can know. Because when I put it on, it says 99% chance of AI paraphrased. So I'm like, oh, they're gonna catch my ass.
But what's their thing that they use? What's their software?
I forgot, but then I use Phrasely AI to humanize
Okay,
the
then
text.
after that,
And then you take that to make sure when you have a subscription to Quillbot, you can test it says upload your files and we'll test if it's plagiarized. Okay. And then you put it into that one, and then Phrasely AI also has one.
Okay.
And then you put into those two, and then it says like, oh, 2% chances, 1%. I'm like, okay, I'm good. Because that's what the professors are going to get as a result.
Those two.
Yeah, I think there was another one I used, but I remember Phrasely AI was like, it came in really clutch once because I almost got caught. I'm like, I need to step up my game of cheating. And Phrasely AI was like the next level.
How you almost got caught?
Because I think once I was like, the professor didn't say anything, but I think
just did Quillbot.
Yeah, I felt like it was really like close, but the professor just simply didn't look. So I was like, fuck, I can't.
What do you mean he didn't look?
Well, I mean, he just told me, okay, it's really good. But when I submitted it, I was like, fuck, maybe I fucked up because.
How'd you know?
Because when I only put it into Quillbot, I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be legit. But I was lazy. I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna send it, and just fucking. Sometimes put God on your side. Yeah. And then after that, I was like, okay, well, let me get something that can... And then I figure out you can find an app that humanizes
So it's just
text.
like Quillbot and Phrasely AI.
Yeah,
and they both had software to test it.
Yeah, at the end, you can both test them. Okay. So it's pretty clutch.
So you did that for all your work?
That or Study Bay. Study Bay was you pay like Africans to do your shit. Study Bay is like, I'm not sure if it's Africans, but it's like...
How much did it cost?
I don't know, but I would take it from my tuition money that I would get from, as like pre. Because they would always give me more than what it costs to cover my... because, like, I would say like, oh, I'm paying rent at home. Yeah. So I'm working... all my money is going for at home because, like, how it works with us. I'm paying money, I'm paying rent, I'm paying food for our home, I'm paying this. The government was like, okay, can give you like more, you know what I mean? So I would take that extra and that would cover. So like, you know what I mean? So that was clutch, man. That's how you get a degree, man.
But let's say like an end of year project which was worth 30%.
Yeah.
Like how much would you need to pay an African guy?
How many pages? It goes by pages,
say like 15 pages.
So it goes by how Study Bay works. It goes by pages and the time you give him. If I give you 2 months, it's gonna cost less than if I give you 2 days. Okay. Right? And the more pages you add, then the higher it's gonna cost.
What was the most you paid?
I forgot. $200 maybe.
And you paid it?
Yeah, I was like, yo, bro, I had no chance. I was like, fuck, it's due tomorrow at 12. I'm like, fuck, bro.
Okay. So the less time you give him, the more it
expensive it is. Of course.
Okay.
It's those two that they put in factor. So how many pages?
But why not when you got like your syllabus in the end of the year, give it right away?
No, because it's gonna be cheaper. You gaslight yourself. You're like, oh, I'm gonna do it. But at the end, you're like, fuck, of course I'm not gonna do it. It's a mental game. It's a mental battle the entire semester. And then
let's say what's the percentage of the work that you did
for university?
Like you really did it.
Honestly.
Like I know, and also in the beginning you paid me.
Cégep.
You remember?
Cégep, when COVID hit, I was paying you to do my shit. But you liked it. You're like, I wake up, I drink my coffee, and I get paid.
It was during COVID.
During COVID, yeah. When COVID hit with Cégep, I was finishing Cégep, so I was like, yo, fuck, I don't want to do this shit. And I remember you would do it, and I would sleep in my bed. I would sleep longer. Well, honestly, like 15-20% I did of my shit.
Okay, not that bad.
Yeah, not bad. And also because group projects, what you do in sociology, these final years, there's less and less students. Like, more years to go through, there's less and less students. And at the third and fourth year, there's less students, and it's all women. Especially in social sciences and sociology. Programs where it's human-oriented, there's more women in general than guys. Yeah. And so when there's a group project, you always put yourself with women because they don't mind doing all the work. And if you just linger around and then you talk with them. You talk with them, you're like, oh, is everything good? Like,
they'll carry you.
They'll carry you and they like carrying because they like doing it on their own.
No, because they like because they're like, oh, look, like he's maybe stupid a little bit. Like, I'll just do it so it's better.
But you act stupid. You're like,
but then guys, you just support her. You're like, like if you need help, I'll help you.
And then you're out with your friends at like Vira at fucking 2 a.m. Yo, if you guys need help, just let me know you're fucking drunk at Vira.
But you know that she won't.
You know she won't ask you, but just telling her you're like, well, I mean, because she can't say, oh, you didn't help. But I asked if once I was in a group project with one Lebanese and one like maybe two Lebanese girls, and then I was like, oh, I'm Serbian, so I hit them with like, well, we're immigrants, we're together, blah blah, and they literally did everything. And then I was like, yo, guys.
You didn't do nothing.
Nothing. Like, that project was, I didn't do shit.
And they didn't mind. They didn't steal you to the...
No, because the girl, I would tell her, like, I felt bad. I was like, yo, I'll do something. She's like, oh, like, I was so in my own zone that I just finished it all.
Like, okay. You're like, oh, no problem.
I was like, yo, okay. I was like, yo, I really appreciate it, girls. Like, next one. And then next one, she'll be like, oh, can you just do this? I'm like, yeah, sure. And then I would...
It's just like the intro.
Yeah, no, it was like a little thing. And then I would wait till like 1 or 2 days are left. And they're like, okay, I'm going to do it. And then she would just do it on her own because she's like, okay, maybe he's not going to do it. So let me just do it on my own. And then I would be like, oh, well, you shouldn't have. Like, oh, fuck. But yo, real shit, man. Shout out to those 2 girls, man. If they ever see this clip or whatever, man, shout out to you girls, man. That was clutch, man.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, those 2, yo, that was really fucking, man. That was clutch, man. And you feel like, so when you see them put your name, you're like, yeah. You're like, oh, that shit's so beautiful, man. Okay, next question. Is obesity being too normalized? I'm going to say yes only for one reason. Because I don't feel like people understand or they underestimate what obesity actually is. Because obesity isn't simply, like 600 pounds. Obesity means that you're too heavy for your body weight.
So everyone's obese then?
Well, no, of course not everyone.
Not everyone, but a lot.
No, because I'm gonna see like what is considered. Because I remember once I saw like a doctor say that people underestimate what is considered obese. Say obesity is usually defined using the body mass index, which compares weight to height.
But like I'm 6'2", I'm 220. Am I obese?
Yeah. No, I'm joking.
No, but honestly,
no.
Like, I think like being obese, like it's like. If you're 6'2", 240, you're obese, but like maybe not. Maybe just fucking your muscle.
Yeah, no, but I think that obese is what's considered like, because you know that they have your BMI and then there's healthy weight, overweight, going with your height. So let's say, what would be obese for a 6'2" man? Then you're gonna see what they're gonna consider obese. Because I saw somewhere where they said the top 5 countries with the most obese people. And like the first one was
America.
No, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Dubai, States, and like Mexico probably.
Mexico.
Yeah, because those 5 countries are like, see? Yeah, so no, you would be considered overweight for 6'2".
You see?
You're considered overweight, but not obese.
But you could be 6'2", 220, fucking jacked as shit.
Yeah,
bro.
of course. But I think that being too muscular also isn't the best necessarily for your heart. Like, you have no fat. Someone can be 240, 6'2", and no fat, but I don't know if it's the best for his organs, because it's not healthy being too big muscular, okay. I think. And I think there's also that.
I don't know.
And do you know which countries had the least obese people?
Like Africa?
No, actually, it was like France, Switzerland, Taiwan, Japan, and like another Asian country.
It's true in France, they're all like very tiny, but they eat a lot of bread, but maybe it's good bread. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
they
good bread.
A lot of wine.
And they walk a lot also.
Yeah.
That's the number one. People don't realize, but walking, doing a lot of steps a day is like the best thing to not be overweight. It's like the best thing.
It's the best cardio.
Because I heard also that
it's the best weight loss. It's the best weight loss cardio. It's walking.
Because there's like 3 different types of fat loss. And the fat loss, which is between your organs, the only way you can lose that fat is by walking. The fat on your skin, the fat you can grab and jiggle, that can be lost through
cardio,
body weight, muscles, working out and everything. Sports and just losing calories. But the fat that is in your organs, the only way you can lose that is by walking.
How come?
Walking 10 to 15,000 steps. I'm not sure how come, but I heard about it on a fitness podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, and they said that's why walking is so important, and that's what keeps you so healthy. That's why I think that's why people in Europe are so healthy in general, is because the walking culture is crazy over there, right? Because the how society is built.
Yeah, they just walk all the time. Almost.
But also how society is built, it's advantageous for them to walk. It's not like here in North America, man.
You need to have a car here.
Like, where can you walk here?
Yeah, you cannot. Like, you need to go from your home to your car, stuck in traffic, to the office job.
Yeah.
Like, you barely almost never walk.
And the walking culture here is shit, because even if you want to walk outside, it's not beautiful.
No.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, like, you go walk in your, like, me, like, what I do, like, when I come back from work, I go walk in the neighborhood with the babies, but I'm like walking in, like, residential street areas, like, with houses. Like, there's not, like, even like in the downtown, like there's nowhere to walk really.
Yeah, they're just not like Byward Market with like the
Like,
parliament.
even there, you don't have that much.
I know, but imagine, let's say Paris. You come home from work.
You can walk the whole time.
You can walk. There's the Eiffel Tower.
Montreal,
there's
you can
this.
walk a lot.
Yeah, Montreal. Yeah, Montreal has that big walking culture, but it's way bigger city and it's way more. It's very similar to European style.
Dispersed in
Yeah.
North America, but yeah, like our walking and our public. Because if we would have good public transport, then you could, like in France, like people take the metro. You walk to the metro, take the metro, then walk. But like here, our public transport, like. Who takes the bus? When our bus here is shit, like you need to go to somewhere far, go there, then it does 1,000 stops. Like our public transport is shit.
That's one thing that I like. As much as I love North America and living here, but one thing that I really love from Europe, that I maybe love more on Europe's side than North American side, is just like the, I guess, way of life, the philosophy of how you should live life. It's different than North America, man.
1,000%.
They just enjoy life more in general.
1,000 times more,
bro. It's
and
just
they 1,000 times less stressed, and they just they enjoy life more.
And it works well because over there everyone is like that. In Italy, there's these businesses, they give like 8 weeks off for their employees. And why it works is because if they don't do that, those employees are just going to go work for someone else, and then no one's going to want to work for them, because everyone in Italy wants that type of lifestyle. But let's say here in America, if you're only one guy who's like, oh, I want 8 weeks off, they're going to be like, okay, well, you're fucking fired. I'll find someone else, because that other person won't have that mentality.
Like you see me, I have 4, and it's like, oh, fuck, that's good. That's ain't that much, 4 weeks.
I think I have 2 or 3.
That's not even that much, like 4.
But me it's a bit, me it's 4. Even if you think about it,
it's not even that much, like 4 weeks. Like I have 52, only 4. That's nothing, man.
All together, like the lifestyle in Europe is just, man, it's so fucking, bro, it's phenomenal, man.
But I think like because we live here, so over there is more cool. But like, fuck, man, Europe is. No, I adore like how they are, like how it is over there. Like people, they're just, I don't know how to explain it.
They're more chill. They're more like what's the saying? Laissez-faire attitude. They have more of a laissez-faire attitude.
But I don't know, like they go out. They're always with friends. Always going out. Always like just sitting at a table, drinking a beer, laughing. Like I don't know. Like people go out more here. Like no one goes out. Like people here, I'll tell you what 99% people do. They wake up, go in traffic, go to work, go back in traffic, go home, watch TV, sleep, repeat. That's what they do.
Yeah, most people. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I agree. Most people don't have a pastime. Many people don't even go to the gym or rarely socialize with friends.
Like,
or they're only waiting for Friday.
On Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's fuck all to do. Over there, like on a Monday night, you go to the town, like the cafes are full, people are having fun, talking. Like that's what I like so much about Europe, man. Like Europe is like, they just like, they enjoy life more. And like, they're always enjoying life.
And that's one thing that shows us how society can have an impact on people, but at the same time, people have to be like that for society to be like that. How it's like I remember when I went alone for one month in Europe, I remember like it was lunchtime, and like these guys in business suits, like you see that they came out of work. So maybe a Tuesday, I was there for vacation, and they would sit down in a restaurant with their friends, eat pasta, whatever, have a glass of wine, and just like talk about everything. Imagine now I tell my boss, I'm like, yo, let me go drink a beer with my friend in a restaurant. He's gonna be like, what? No. Did you bring your lunch from home? No, like what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But over there, it's like, because if they don't allow their employees, they're just gonna be like, well, I'm gonna go see another employer who's gonna have the same job to offer as you, and he's gonna allow me to do that because everyone has a mentality over there.
But in Europe, they work like later. Like you know us, like we like I start early, finish early. But over there, they work like in France, it's like not crazy to finish working at like 7, 8.
Yeah.
But they start working at like 8, 9.
Yeah.
No, they work a lot.
Even
because they take like big, like they work more. Like here we finish like today I was talking with I had like a French client guy. He's like, man, you guys like you finish at like 3, 4. Like that's crazy. Like at my home, like we finish at like 8. Like they work later.
Yeah. Of course.
Europe.
But all together, they're less stress worked.
I'm pretty sure too.
Yeah, of course. I'm pretty sure like if there was like a data of stress, I think that like North America has to be number one.
We have more money. We're more rich. Like we all have like we have more. Like over there they have less. Like let's say like.
You think so?
Yeah, they have like condos. Like here, everyone has a big house with a big land, with the outdoor pool, I have a car, my wife has a car, and this and that. But over there, like. They have a family has a condo, no car. They take the public, so they have less. We have more.
But I think maybe countries like, of course, because I don't know if
here we work more.
But is the GDP higher? You know what I mean?
I think I think here we work more and we want to produce more. It's more like performance based. Like Rose want to perform.
Maybe you have a higher GDP than, let's say, Spain, Portugal. Maybe I think Italy's in the G7 as 7 richest countries in the world.
Kind of we're 40 million, but France are like 70 million, so that's why maybe.
Yeah, also I think Germans are a bit different than, let's say, Mediterranean countries. They have a bit different mentality. I don't think they're as like go with the flow as Mediterranean countries.
Man, Spain is even better than France, bro.
Spain, of course, yeah.
Spain, bro. The way of living fucking is insane in Spain.
And Italy,
I fucking love Spain.
Italy is also really good, but the only thing in Italy is if you're not Italian, they're gonna fucking hate you, bro. Like, I love Italy. I love everything in Italy.
Very,
but
like, what I like more about Spain than Italy is they're like more like how do I say?
Snob?
Not snob, but they're more like clean. Like in Spain, they're a little bit more like, I don't know how to explain. Like in
are they more sophisticated in Italy?
They're a little bit too sophisticated
in Italy.
Yeah, because
not the south of Italy.
Last time I went in Italy, like the most south I went was Rome.
Okay, that's considered north.
Yeah. So
Rome is considered
last time
north,
when I went, like I went on a boat trip, 7 days, and I was with Italians, so I could see them like the whole time. Like they're very sophisticated.
Really?
But maybe if you go to the south,
that's the north. Because I've done the south. I've done Napoli, Palermo. Like before that, I heard like in the Sopranos and Italian mafia members in America saying that Italy, south of Italy, north of Italy, they always hated each other. Different mentality. That in my mind it was always like, how different can it actually be? It's the same country, same culture, same language, same people, Christians, white, like it's the same people. Like how different can they be? Huge difference.
So you see how the weather impacts a lot?
I don't know if it's the weather or maybe
I think it's just the weather.
Maybe huge difference.
But look at Milan, look at Napoli. Two completely different cities.
Milan, Rome is considered north. That it's in the middle.
No, I think people say like it's middle.
No, it's middle, but it's considered north culture.
Okay.
North Italian culture.
But it's more south. Like you see it, even Rome and Milan, you see a difference.
No, but I'm saying Rome, it's considered like when these Italians speak about each other, if you're from Rome,
the north.
You're northern.
I know, but like it's like for me the north is like Milan. Like go to Milan, everything's clean, people are very sophisticated.
Rome is like that.
Everyone
also
is in suits, but in Rome I felt like it was was less like that. Like it was a little bit more like south kind of feeling.
No. Okay, let me explain it like this. If Milan is 100%, Rome is 90% of Milan's 100%. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference. But
I never went to the south.
Yeah, but I went to the south. I'm going to tell you. So let's say if Milan is 100%, Rome is 90% of Milan's 100% considered north. If Napoli is 100% south, Rome is 10% of Napoli's south. Similarities. It's really different. I went to Napoli. Look, holy fucking shit, it's different. Everything's poorer. The people, it's way different.
It's way poorer.
Rome and Milan are way, way, way more similar than Rome and Napoli. Way more similar, like different. And then I saw like even Palermo, which is in Sicily, is way more similar to the north than Napoli and the north.
So it's more like sophisticated than Palermo.
Yeah, okay. It's really like because Palermo is Sicily, so maybe like that's different because it's like a remote island. But like the south of the boot of Italy, the boot. That's where it's like really different. Napoli was, when there I was like,
was it fun?
Yeah, it's really fun. It's a beautiful place. Really, really, like the Duomo is crazy. The football, they love Maradona so much, bro. It's fucking crazy. I went to a Napoli store to get a jersey. Then they're like, oh, do you want a player in the back? I'm like, yeah, I want Maradona. Two ladies, they started screaming, Maradona, Maradona, I just said, yeah, I want Maradona in the back. Like, it's like me entering a store. Yeah, I want a jersey. Oh, yeah, can I put Maradona in the back? Here will be like, okay, yeah, I'll put Maradona. Over there's like, Maradona.
Yeah, two girls.
Two women, random. They started screaming Maradona. I'm like, yeah, I fucking love Maradona, of course. But they just started screaming Maradona. They fucking, like my Uber driver, I talked with him. And then I remember, first of all, once I was like, I was looking for like the seatbelt. I'm like, where's the seatbelt? And I grab it. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the entire time he's like trying and looking at me. He's like, no. He's like, Napoli. No, Napoli. Because he looked at me, he's like, well, what is he struggling with? I'm like, yo, bro, like, I couldn't find this shit. I'm like, and then he's just looking at me. Napoli. Napoli. Then I saw like, okay, Napoli is really. Yeah. And then I asked him, what's your name? He's like, Armando. I'm like, oh, he's like, yeah, because of Maradona. My parents called me because, Diego Armando Maradona. They called me Armando because of Maradona. Crazy. Yeah, no, you have to go to Napoli. It's really...
It's like, I guess it's similar like France. Like I went to Paris and Marseille, completely different.
Yeah. I never went to Marseille, but if it's really different and you feel...
Holy fuck, so different.
Yeah. In Rome.
Like Paris is like, it's beautiful, it's clean, it's sophisticated, it's rich.
Oh,
Marseille, it's poor, a lot of criminals, everything. There's buildings that's a little bit fucked up and like.
Well, clean is a big word now for Paris.
No, when I went,
Paris
it was very
changed.
clean.
Really?
Like, yeah, I know you and my parents, you went.
But I went in 2022.
And our parents, you went.
When I went alone, I also went there.
It wasn't clean. When I went, it was crazy clean, bro.
Dude,
I could eat off the street.
There's a lot of homeless and shit.
Where I went, I never saw
Really?
homeless. Yeah, man. For me, when I went, it was
Where
so
did
clean.
you go?
When did I go? I think I went in 2022.
Yeah, you went the same year as me.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because when you came back, I was going. Do you remember? When you came back with Jacinthe, me and you got in a car and then you brought me to Montreal 1 week later so that I can now take the flight.
So you went to Paris?
Yeah, of course. I did London first and then I went to Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia to see our family members. And then when I finished with those 3 countries, seeing our family members, cousins and everything, I just went to Rome because it's right next to each other. I went to Rome. And then since I did the north with you, I said, okay, let me do the south. I went Rome, Napoli, and then Palermo. Okay. And then I finished at Paris so I can watch PSG versus Juventus, watch Messi play. Okay. And then I went back to London and I got back. Yeah. And that was fucking, that was awesome. But yeah, Paris, really, because I remember when I was in Paris after you, like there was a lot of homeless people with tents and like many like markets. I didn't see that. Really, huh?
And then when it was so clean.
Yeah.
It was crazy clean.
Yeah, I remember when I was in Croatia partying in a nightclub and then I met some French people and they saw me speak, like, oh, Quebecois. And I was like, yeah, similar to France. He's like, nah, less immigration. I was like, yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Because over there it's easy to immigrate.
Yeah, from Mediterranean.
Marseille is like Morocco, bro. It's not even France. Like there's more Moroccan Algerians than
I think Moroccans mostly go to Spain. And Algerians mostly to France.
Oh fuck, I don't know, but like there wasn't a lot of like.
Because it's easier for them. There's the Mediterranean Sea. You can just fucking take it. Yeah.
Like for us, you need to cross an ocean, so it's not
impossible. You have to like literally get a citizenship for you to come here. Yeah. Exactly. It's more legit than in those places. Combien de temps? As-tu encore une autre question? Fais-tu une dernière question?
Les gars m'ont fait vite.
Yeah, let's do one last. Does fame? Nah, not that one. Is money the biggest factor in happiness?
No.
I agree. Why? What do you think? What do you think is the biggest factor in happiness?
What's the biggest factor in happiness? I think like just being like at peace with yourself.
I think being grateful.
Being at peace here.
Having gratitude.
Yeah, that's a big one. But
I think that's number one.
That's part of having peace in your mind.
Yeah,
it's all in your mind, in your head. Like being happy. It's not it's not material stuff or like you can be the poorest guy and be fucking happy.
Yeah,
I think you can be the richest guy and be fucking sad.
I think really what I like a lot about gratitude is I remember recently sometimes when I go and I walk and I just in the social settings, like once I saw like a guy, he has to be like maybe 17, 18. And then like not that he didn't have an arm, but he had like a really small arm, like a deformity. And I was like, bro, he was literally just born like that. Like he didn't do anything. And he was just like unlucky to be born like that. So just to be born healthy,
bro, 100%.
Just to be born 100% healthy and like quote unquote normal is beyond the blessing. And just for that, you should be like grateful to the max. Every time you wake up, you should be fucking grateful. I saw recently a younger gentleman in a wheelchair. I was like, bro, imagine like just walking, something we do and we're like, what the fuck? We're like, it's something to be extremely grateful for. So I feel like
it's being healthy.
There's things that we consider little, but they're not little. Being healthy to 100% is not a little blessing. It's the biggest blessing.
Yeah, 100%.
It's like when they say you have 100 problems, but when you have a health problem, you only have one problem.
Yeah.
Let's end it on that, guys.
There you go.
That was it for this episode. Peace out.